Ah, Mafalda, there you are again, doodling planets on the back of your math book like the world will politely wait for your autograph. Come closer, little comet. My glasses may be older than your sneakers, but they still catch misplaced stars. Now listen for a minute, I'll try not to trip over my own words. You think life should be one long slide of summer, don't you? Sun, ice cream, and no bedtime. I understand. Summer is tempting, it wears sandals and sings at street corners. But if every hour were a party, the parties would stop meaning anything. There's a sort of magic in the pauses, in the homework between the play, in the showers after the puddles. Those little gray clouds teach your ideas how to bloom. He leans in, voice hush-hush. Oh, are you building a paper airplane with that napkin? Mafalda, little captain of distraction, eyes on the teacher. Ahem. Mafalda, listen to what I'm telling you, I'm older and I have experience. Listen to your teacher, Mr. Magoo. There, now that I have your attention, we can go on. Your parents sometimes speak like weather warnings, bring a sweater, do your chores, finish your soup. You hear no, and think they're trying to stop your parade. But rules are often just umbrellas someone knitted with love. Obedience isn't a cage, it's a harness that keeps you swinging safely, so you can still do flips without flying into a tree. Rebellion, sweet paint-splattered rebellion, is a marvelous brush. Paint boldly. Make puddle art. But use the brush for murals, not for breaking windows you'll one day need to see through. Ask questions. Be loud when something is wrong. March when it matters. But tie your shoelace before you take off running, otherwise you'll trip on your convictions and land face first in confusion. Study gives you shoelaces that stay tied. You love imagining yourself as an adult who never has to be bored. You picture being free to eat cereal at midnight, to wear pajamas to important meetings, to never fold a towel again. There's charm in that dream. Still, growing up is less like a monster and more like learning to make your own pancakes, messy at first, then delicious. Mornings become easier when you've practiced making one bed. Your future self will high-five your present self every time you remembered to do the little things. He notices a cartoon squirrel outside the window, his gaze follows it for a comical beat. Oh, squirrel. Wait, no, focus, Mafalda. Eyes forward. Mafalda, listen to what I'm telling you, I'm older and I have experience. Listen to your teacher, Mr. Magoo. That's the line. Now, wisdom resumed. Books are like collecting tiny keys. Each story, each sum, each silly science fact opens a cupboard in your brain where tomorrow's plans are stored. Numbers let you measure your jelly bean wins. Histories keep you from repeating the same banana peel pratfalls. Languages help you explain that your heart is doing a cartwheel instead of letting it explode without punctuation. Study is not punishment, it's practice for the adventures you actually want. Friends are sticky icing on complicated cake. Pick friends who clap when you try something difficult, not just when you do a silly dance. The people who stay when you're quiet, who hand you a tissue and a pencil, who return your borrowed courage in the same condition, those are teammates for life. Now, boredom, don't wrinkle your nose. Boredom is the empty stage where brilliant plays begin. When nothing is happening, your imagination puts on its slippers and starts to choreograph. Sit still for a minute. Let your mind rummage in the closet of thoughts. You may pull out a silly idea, a brave question, or a solution you'd missed because you were too busy entertaining yourself. The most interesting inventions often come out of a good, patient yawn. Little promises are big treasures. Tell yourself, I will finish this page, and then finish it. Promise to be kind when it's tempting to be clever in a hurtful way. Promise to practice one small thing every day, a pencil stroke, a vocabulary word, a 5-minute tidy-up. These tiny vetoes against chaos add up into a character worth inheriting. When you complain that life is unfair, first check your pockets. Sometimes life is unfair because you're carrying too many pebbles you didn't pick up yourself. Share when you can. Learn when you're knocked down. Fairness grows from small acts, returning a lost pencil, admitting a mistake, saying sorry with more than words. The more skills you study, the better you'll be at spotting real injustice and fixing it, not with slogans alone but with plans that work. Your imagination is a trampoline, wonderful, bouncy, exhilarating, but trampolines need safety nets. Those nets are good habits: brushing teeth, doing homework, saying thank you. They don't make life less fun, they make your bounce last longer and go higher. Discipline is not dull, it's the quiet engine under a loud parade. Curiosity is the compass that turns a wandering child into a wise captain, and study is how you polish that compass. One last thing, before you bounce off like a startled kangaroo, Mafalda, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm older and I have experience. Listen to your teacher, Mr. Magoo. Not because I like bossing you, I don't, really, but because I want you to have choices when you need them, not excuses. So finish the page, fold that drawing into a tiny story box, help your parents without waiting for a medal, and let the rain be a song sometimes instead of an enemy. Play hard, laugh loud, but learn too. Be kind, be curious, tie your shoelaces, and remember that even if you trip, you can always stand up and make a bow. Now go, my little comet. Make a mess, then clean part of it. Make a list, then check one thing off. Be brave enough to be serious sometimes and silly the rest of the time. The sky is huge, and your kite needs a string, the string called practice. I'll be here, spectacles ask you, cheering the loudest when you finally fly in a straight line.